Join us, MrTruck.com, for truck reviews, trailer reviews, and accessory reviews. If you have a short bed truck, you know it's not easy to hook up to a gooseneck. Pop-Up came out with these extensions from 9 inches to 16 inches to keep you from breaking out your back window when you're pulling a gooseneck trailer. And everybody uses a short bed. That's the most proper truck there is a crew cab short bed. So protect that window. Cool. It's Kent and Kelsey with another Mr. Truck video review. Now we're in the SUVs now. This is the 2021 Dodge, and it's part of the SRT family, but this is the RT, the Road Track Tow and Go package on a Durango. So we got the 5.7 Hemi, and it is a powerful puppy. It's got all these modes in it, so you can play with it. You can do 0-60, you can do all kinds of things, and do a dyno on your engine, your transmission, your horsepower, and your torque. And Kelsey, how much power does this have?
It has 360 horsepower to 390 foot-pounds of torque.
Oh, awesome! It does everything, and we're going to tow with it too. Well, here's my cool rig today. Bright red Durango RT. And of course my tilt trailer. And my YJ Jeep. And here, this is that quick loader strap I use all the time. This is the heavy duty one. It's like 10,000 pound one. And of course there's my new Gen Y hitch on the front. That's the new Rebel edition. Here in the back I have my shock strap that I use. I love that thing, keeps tight. We're going to be putting some lockers on this Jeep probably next week. Of course, we're using the Gen Y adjustable receiver hitch. We happen to have a weight distributing hitch on it, and I use that for this Durango. Makes it a nice stable load.
Don't go away, MrTruck.tv. We'll be right back.
Okay. Still finishing up on this Durango. Not wearing a mask today, but I'm by myself. I was with Kelsey a couple days ago doing our mountain run. Kept forgetting the dang mask. Kelsey's always usually reminding me because she knows I'm forgetful. But anyhow, today's my trailer day. So I head to Jackson Lake, and then I got the plains. Not gonna go to the mountains today, but anyway, having fun. Just picked up the mail. Living in the country, sometimes you can get it to the mailbox, sometimes you're better off to have a post office box. But anyway, yep, this Durango is a tow and go package. The RT, you know, the old road and track thing. And this tow package, this thing will clear up to 8,700 pounds of trailer, which is good. Right now we have this tilt trailer and my YJ 1987 Wrangler Jeep on here. And together everything weighs 7,500 pounds. So we're well within the weight limits. This has a brake controller. It has tow haul mode. Make sure I'm in tow haul mode. And it's going to be fun. Pulling down the trailer. Here's popping once in a while. That's my weight distributing hitch. It's actually attached to my Gen Y adjustable hitch. So what this one is happens to be an equalizer E2 spring arms we're using. And I hear popping once in a while because that is the friction. Most all weight distributing hitches with sway control. The sway control needs some kind of friction. There's a lot of them out there that use different things. This one slides through an L bracket and that catches it, and that slows down the sway. So it's a good weight distributing hitch, but it is a little noisy, and I don't mind noise. But anyway, yep, it's got what you want. It's got self-leveling rear end. I think it's independent four-wheel suspension, and 5.7 Hemi, an 8-speed automatic. But I'm tickled to death. It's got a factory brake controller. It's a little hard to see. It's tucked in a little ways behind the steering wheel, but at least it's on the right side. What do I have the gain set? I should have all this stuff adjusted at 6. And this trailer, I've got new brakes on my tilt trailer. 7,000 pound Dexters. They're self-adjusting brakes, and it's those easy lube axles, which I really like. And I put 5 years on this trailer, and I probably could have got a little more mileage out of it, but I could hear some squeaking back there. I thought it was the brake pads. It turned out to be the magnets were really getting warped bad. But when you go that deep, it's nice to be able to do it all. New bearings, new seals, new brakes, new magnets, some new wiring. So I'm all set. Now I'm using this trailer a lot again because it's one of my favorite trailers. It's not my newest trailer. My dump trailer from Iron Bull is my newest one. This is a low trail. See if I can get around this guy without ripping off a tire. We're out in farm country, so they've got to go up and down the road, so you just got to watch out for them. But heading up to Jackson Lake. This tows well. It was moving around a little bit. I was getting used to how this feels, because every truck is going to feel a little different than the trailer. And it's doing fine. I thought I had a little bit too much movement first, and then I got used to it, adjusted to it, and I think it's just about right. It's leveled out nicely. We're not having a sway control problem. The hitch is doing its job. The Jeep's tied down well with the shock straps on the rear, and that a quick loader on the front, tied to a Gen Y adjustable new Rebel hitch. It's out. That's 7,000 pound hitch. We're using that quite often for different things, different trailer projects. It's time to do some other work on this trailer. I know I've got the brakes taken care of, the bearings taken care of, and now going through a lot of slush, which we did about 2 weeks ago. There was a lot of slush, snow on the highway, and at the back clearance light in those fenders. The front ones don't get hit, nothing else gets hit, but those back fender clearance lights get slaughtered by the snow, the sand, everything. And I had it all taped up and out of the way so it wouldn't. Sometimes those things just pull out of the socket. The nipples will go into the actual light receptacle. So I've got it all wired back to where it works, but now I'm going to put some armor on it and run a steel grommet through the fender to hold it up higher, out away from the snow, and so it can't pull down. Because before it was pulling itself out of the socket, and it had a basketball of snow and slush tied to the bottom of it, bouncing around back there, because that's what it does. It accumulates to the little end, plugs into the light. It's got 2 nipples on it for your hot in your ground, and both sides had this softball, bigger than the softball size ball of snow stuck to it, bouncing all over. So I'm going to tie it up better, and then I'm going to put the new lithium battery on there. I've been going through about 1 battery a year. I have a lot of accessories on this trailer. The winch, the Tucson tire pressure monitoring. I've got the auto brake system on it, and I'm going to put electric jack on it. So this uses up quite a bit of juice. I'm going to put this good lithium. It's got a lifetime battery, lifetime warranty. I got it from Transwest, and so I'm going to switch that out. And also, it's like an AMG. It doesn't corrode. Like now my deep cell RVs, you get all that, what color that is. It's like a mold color of teal or something that gets on everything, corrodes badly. So I won't have that problem on the terminals anymore. And he's got really cool terminals where everything's in one pin. It's got your regular terminal for a battery cable, and then on top of that you can screw in all your other accessories instead of having a little offset with a wing nut. So anyway, we're going to get that done, and I'm going to put a new tarp on it. I seem to wear out a tarp on the winch about every year, so I'm going to get that done. And then get that new, that's not new, it's an old electric jack I've had. I've got the guys at Jayhawk Trailers put my little triangular plates up on the tongue. It was a good place to put electric jack. I'm going to keep my manual jack on this one. On my dump trailer, I had to, my manual jack became the hydraulic jack. On this one, my electric jack can go somewhere else. So it's all welded on there, the plates that hold the jack, and it's going to wire it in. So I'll be so happy. Then 3 out of 4 my bigger trailers will all have electric or power jacks, which tickles me. Or whatever, out here in the prairie, the grasslands, and the irrigation sprinklers. I'm going to do a little tour through Jackson Lake. We've got to get our boats ready for Jackson. Got to learn how to swim, got to buy a lot of life jackets, all that fun stuff. So I'm ready. I take the grandkids out there and the kids and their families and check out the water. Oh yeah, on my trailer too, I've got to take that wind deflector in the front, and it's starting to crack at the bottom, so I'm going to run some more bolts through the front rail. Got that to do too. Seems like after 5 years I should expect to do some maintenance on it. But it's been really good. I love those easy lube axles. We just run it up on my little ramps so I can get one total axle off the ground, then I squirt 4 pumps of grease in with my grease gun and spin the tire. That's all I've had to do. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with taking all it apart, putting new seals, packing the bearings, but you know, with these axles I've had really good luck just, you know, every year or every 6 months, some cases when I use it a lot, I'm just squirting that grease in there and rotating the wheel so it can go all the way around. And then I haven't ever packed a bearing on this trailer in 5 years, and it's a lot of miles. Some of the paint's starting to come off the poor trailer. It's been on a lot of gravel roads, which is really hard on everything, but that's how life is in the country. I grew up on gravel roads. Beats up your cars, beats up your trucks, beats up your trailers. And it's really fun on a motorcycle because you get those. I'm enjoying the heck out of this today. I've got a Chevy Silverado coming tomorrow. Got a Q80 Infinity coming. We've got a Cadillac Escalade coming. Just got vehicles coming and coming and coming. Which is the way I like it. And it's spring. You know, most of the stuff we get in the middle of winter, but the pandemic kind of slowed that down. But usually it's always deep snow and 0 weather, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. This year, because the pandemic slowed things down, we did get some in the winter and they got some in the cold. I did the Ford Ranger Tremor when it was like 3 below 0 in a slush. But we haven't done the Ike Gauntlet with Andre and TFL truck yet. My gosh, it's March. Because this exhaust pipe on the right side, right where it goes into the muffler, burnt a hole in that plastic liner. So I don't know. At least it didn't catch on fire. So that's fine. Yep, the tow and go package. It's got those black Brembo brakes. And man, there's like 6 pistons on the front and 4 in the back. I should take this out and lock it up and just measure along the brakes, because that's good for a trailer, man. I know it's for speed and all that and handling, but that would be great for a trailer. And that's what this has. This truck has fantastic brakes. This Durango on-demand all-wheel drive, electronic limited slip rear end. Yeah, it's got all these drive modes, which is good. It's got tow haul mode, which is important. Automatic headlight leveling system. That's cool. So I guess if you're squatting, maybe it levels them out automatically. Now, I like that, if that's what it does. Yeah, it's got the active noise control. I have no idea how that works. It's all one color. It seems to be the big thing. This body color, you know, the fascia, the bumper, the grill, everything's same color. A dampening suspension. It's class 4 receiver hitch, trailer brake controller. These Pirelli tires, which are like street tires. But yeah, it's got the independent suspension, which makes it a better ride. And the weight distributing hitch has really done its job of calming everything down. But yeah, wish I could have took the grandkids, because this has a DVD player, actually a DVD Bluetooth in the console back there, instead of this plugging in these, you know, whatever those computer chip things are called. But yeah, someplace I had more notes just on the tow and go package. Now here it is. Besides the wheels, besides the brakes, the flares, the seals, exhaust tips, the lower valance, all these modes. And it's got, and I really like that the modes are buttons instead of going through your dash and scrolling through it. This is good. It's down in the center stack. And anyway, it does all this. It's got the track, the sport, snow, and tow. So, of course, 4-wheel disc anti-lock, 6-piston. I love those brakes. But yep, and it's got the it's all made for performance, and in my case, it's made for braking a trailer. Stopping as fast as you need, just don't wake up the horses. But I haven't hauled horses in a while. Mostly it's ATVs and Jeeps and all of that. A lot of vehicles. I'll have to start hauling horses again and get Kelsey's horses on board. She's good at loading things like that. The horses, the tractors, the ATVs. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Subscribe, click like, do all that stuff, ring somebody's bell. I don't know, but have fun.